Hey, hi, ho, and how every... Wait, hey, hi, ho, and howdy. I forgot a D on there. It's technically a DY. We're just gonna say it's the D because... penis. My name is Hanako, and welcome to episode number 16 of Katawa Shoujo. So in the last episode, we did stuff. What stuff? I can't remember. That was a couple days ago. Anyway, in the last episode, I'm pretty sure woke up and talked to Kenji, and then we stopped, and then we talked to Lily, and then we stopped, and then we went and talked to Hanako, and then I got really sad, and then we stopped. And now we are on Act 3. I forgot how incredibly goddamn short Act 2 is. Damn. It was really short in comparison to the last one. Pretty sure the other ones aren't nearly as short, but that one is indeed. And I really should have got more beverages before I started this. Anyway, fuck it. The tint of the room slowly changes from the shine of the afternoon to the orange of dusk. A clock lazily ticks away the seconds, counting in the background on the verge of hearing. Also, I'm using a mouse and keyboard instead of a controller. Why does that matter? Because I have no idea what the fuck the back button is on this, and I don't know how to do any of the cool shit that I could do before. Because I specifically programmed that shit, and I didn't this time. Because that's too much goddamn effort. But no matter how long I wait, the outcome cannot be changed. The diminutive playing piece makes a small click against the board. Like a wound spring, Hanako makes her move only moments after mine. It's embarrassing. In comparison to my 5-minute move, she seems to know exactly what she wants to do. Mate. Again? What does this make this? 3-2? Stalemates don't count. Damn. You get better at this every day. Damn, girl! You so good at chess! That or she's been holding back. I've never thought damn it. I never have thought it when I first met her, but she really has a knack for this game. Switch my headphones around. Because I'm one of those people who has to have, like, one headphone on and one headphone off at the same time. Because I'm weird. And it fucks with my head if I have it on the wrong ear. Chess seems to have become a popular pastime for the two of us, hiding away in the tea room playing a game or two after classes. From here, the students outside can just barely be heard milling about. The everyday noises from below remind me a little of my life before Yamaku, though. I am now well aware that's the life I'll never get back to. Fancy another game? I have to finish my homework. Look at you being studious! Oh, well, I'll see you tomorrow then. But what about this? Hanako points to the tea sets surrounding the almost empty chessboard. Don't worry about that. I've got it. Okay. See you. Laters. Toodle fucking loo. Hanako departs as I start cleaning up the area. The occasional whistles and cheers from the sporting clubs outside become less frequent, eventually approaching silence. A part of me still wants to be in some sort of team, or some kind of team. Since I played soccer and the other sports before my accident, I guess it's only normal to feel nostalgic about what I can't do anymore. But I have other reasons for that for coming here so often, and I don't feel so bad about losing that part of myself because of them. Lily is a good friend by now, but it's the small exchanges I have with Hanako that feel especially dear. It's so great, I love these times. The small victories I feel every day as I see more of what she's like under her self-imposed shell, that's why I come here most of all. As I'm putting away cups and saucers, I hear talking outside the door. Pausing for a moment to listen, I can make out that it's Hanako and Lily. I decide to go outside to investigate. Like a regular Sherlock Holmes. Are you quite sure? I'm sure. Hisao. Hanako turns to me with a look of mild surprise as she notices my approach. Lily must have caught her just as she was about to leave. Oh my, Hisao's here as well. Afternoon, Lily. Sup? Sup? I was hoping now that I'd finished my class representative duties for the day that I might have the two of you accompany for some tea at the Shanghai. It would be nice to enjoy ourselves outside of school for a change. I'd be up for it. I think Hanako had work to do, though. It's not all that much. Wonderful. It seems we're decided then. Oh, so you're just gonna up and leave when it's just me, but Lily comes around and you're like, oh, I'm here. I knew she was all about the fish. I cast my eyes across the cafe as the three of us step in. As usual, there's only a handful of people around at most, and the noise level is a quiet background hum. The hold Lily has on Hanako's arm remains just as it's been for the entire slow walk down the hill to the local town. Now, it's hard to say for which reason, for Lily's guidance or for Hanako's reassurance. For a moment, Lily removes her arm from Hanako's to retract her cane as Yuko quickly skitters over to where we stand, but soon replaces it right back to where it had been. Welcome to the Shanghai. May I take your order? She gives a deep bow, her well-delivered and professional introduction putting her in a good mood. It's a nice change from the norm from Yuko, damn it. Just tea, please. Hanako Hisao? Hanako Hisao? There's usually a pause there. I'll have a slice of pie and coffee. Just tea, please. Coming right up. Please take any seat that you wish. I will be back very shortly, because there is a spider on the ceiling. Yuko gives a smile and a nod before shuffling to the counter. I've been fucking up Bento's voice all day today. It's not good. Yuko, I'm sorry. Bentco. I don't know why I was trying to put those together. And we make our way to some empty seats by the window in quick measure. It's all bad. Damn. We slip into our seats, the girls on one side of Lily's cane propped up beside them and I on the other. I realize that Hanako is not doing something that she so often does. Rather than keeping her eyes pinned to the ground and hiding behind her blind escort, busily trying to convince herself that the world around them doesn't exist, she's merely keeping her eyes low and helping Lily around. Are you okay, Lily? You look tired. She lowers her head a little, looking somewhat embarrassed that she let it show. Class representative work can be very tiring, considering that it often means dealing with the student council. Very tiring indeed. Those bastards. How do the other representatives go? Better than I, but not by much. She isn't as a harsh taskmaster no matter whom she deals with. Doesn't sound like you particularly relish the job. Why'd you do it in the first place if it's that bad? Being a class representative is enjoyable, and I can deal with the responsibility well enough. It's just that the people involved are sometimes supreme mega bitches. She trails off, cutting her words at a rather opportune spot. It's hard to imagine Lily cursing, but I imagine if anyone could make her do so, it would be Shizune. Hanako looks to be withering a bit in light of such conflict, but before I can steer the topic away a little, she stands up. Hanako? I'll be back in a bit. She gone. And with that, she leaves for the restrooms. I suppose that's one way to deal with the situation, if that was indeed her motivation. Lily, however, looks a little wounded. Don't worry about it. I don't think it was you. Sometimes you just gotta take a piss. Damn. But I think she's been getting stronger recently. You've seen it yourself, right? That went a bit awry. Fortunately, Lily doesn't look offended, and by now I really shouldn't be so scared of stepping on that landmine around her. Possibly. Sometimes I find it hard to tell, though. Silence reigns for a moment before 2 teacups, a pie, and a mug of steaming coffee appear in front of us. I notice that Yuko takes special care to place the teacup against the tip of Lily's fingers, letting her know where it is. Here you go. It is good. Thanks, Yuko. Thank you. With a quick and silent bow, the bespectacled waitress takes her leave. Nope, shit, what? Who? That's right. I was meaning to ask you something. Now would be the right time to do so. I'm all ears. Hanako's birthday is coming up, and I was hoping you might accompany for a present shopping in the city this weekend. Hanako's birthday is soon? I suppose it would be a nice chance to cheer her up a bit. Like Yuko, she always seems to be teetering on the edge of either panic or depression, and I've never seen her enjoy herself much outside of our chess games. All that aside, learning the layout of the city better with a friend keeping me company sounds like a good way to spend the weekend. Sure, I'd be happy to. Have you got any plans for what to do for her birthday? A party or anything?
Hanako being Hanako, perhaps a low-key affair would be...
Lily suddenly cuts herself short, leaving me to wonder why she brings her teacup up to her lips and begins to sip. After a few seconds, I notice Hanako walking up to us over her shoulder. Lily's hearing must be very good indeed if it was the sound of the restroom door opening that tipped her off. Hanako takes her seat once again and wastes no time in drinking her tea. Soon the three of us are quietly eating and drinking as the sun sets. It's a nice way to spend the remainder of the day as light, and it makes me appreciate the quiet, serene surroundings of Yamaku. I think it's really beginning to... I'm really beginning to like life here, as isolated as it might be. Isolated's fun-ish, kind of, it can be. I know. It could be worse, my boy. Isolated as it is, you got two cool, awesome people here. You got a couple other people who, sadly, you never see Rin and Emmy in this, ever, apparently. God damn it. And then there's Shizune and Misha, who, at least one of them is cool. You know, you're doing well, my man. It could be so much worse. It could be just Kenji. It could definitely be much worse. I finish off the last of my coffee and rest the mug on the table while the girls talk between themselves. The coffee here is a little bitter for my taste, but still quite good. Better than what I can make for myself in any case. The girls' discussion is mainly focused on the representative reading preferences, or the respective reading preferences. What? Which does give me a little curiosity about a related topic. Hey, Hanako, I was just wondering, aside from chess and reading, do you have any other hobbies or things you like doing? She's completely stopped in her tracks, looking quite surprised that anyone would be interested in such a question about her. It takes her a little time to formulate a response. Fucking Christ.
I guess I like singing a little. I'm okay with computers as well, but I don't use them all that much.
Singing's not something I expected to hear. It's hard to imagine her singing voice, given how soft-spoken she is. It could be like a nice... It could just be like a little thing. Also, that was just like... that was not really singing, as it was just... God damn it. Lily, on the other hand, simply nods. She must already know all this since she's been friends with Hanako for 1 year or so by now.
What about...
Me? She hesitates before quickly flicking her head up and down. It's only logical that she'd want me to talk about my hobbies after she's told me hers. There's chess, obviously, but also... There was soccer as well, though I can't really do that anymore. Reading, which I picked up in the hospital. This is surprisingly difficult. Lily and Hanako look a little off, or put off by the direction this is taking, and the more I think about it, the more I am too.
It sounds as if you'd picked up quite a few things since your accident.
Lily's candor is coated with probably the most positive spin one can put on what I said. Hanako, however, is silent. If a situation becomes difficult, her reaction always seems to be withdrawing into silence, in order to prevent things from getting worse, that or physically retreating. A soft ringing gives us pause. As Lily reaches into her pocket, it becomes obvious that the sound's coming from her phone.
Sorry. It's okay.
Man, you gotta take a phone call. You just gotta do it sometimes. Lily gives a quick nod before shuffling out of her seat and taking the call a little distance away to avoid disturbing the both of us. Must be nice to be popular. Hanako smiles, but doesn't take up the hook for further discussion. And he's dead again. God damn it, Hasao. I end up just sitting back and closing my eyes, relaxing as best I can. It's nice and peaceful here. I wonder what it would be like to have grown up somewhere like this rather than the city. It's okay. It's not like... I'm sure it's better depending on the weather from where you're from. I live in the middle of goddamn nowhere. Been there the whole goddamn time I ever lived. You know what? It's okay. The fucking cold is some shit, but other than that, it's eh. Also, if you're like me and have a problem with driving cars, that completely fucks you over because, like, you can't do anything. Everything's so fucking spread out, you have to have a car to do anything. And if you have fucking, soul-crushing, paralyzing, fucking bad fear, of fucking cars and shit, you're completely fucked. And then everyone is like, you son of a bitch, mooching a ride off of me. I'm like, what the fuck do you want from me? And they're like, I want you to drive. And I'm like, well, I know that would be the logical choice, but... Yeah. God damn it.
You come from the city?
Looks like I found something she wants to talk about. Yeah, you could say I was a city kid through and through.
It sounds like a lot changed.
It did. I'm still not quite sure what to make of it all, though. It's a bit of a culture shock in more ways than one. You must have gone through something like this when you first arrived at Yamaku, right? Damn. Wake up! Fuck. Okay, I'd imagine most new students would. I woke up way too goddamn early. I woke up at like 6 this morning, which most people would be like, 6? Pfft, that's nothing, bitch. I'll be there at 5 in the goddamn morning. And they're like, I'm sure you are, but when you go to bed at like 3, it's not okay.
Not really.
Hanako gazes a little to the side, looking unwilling to go on. I tilt my head inquisitively, but a couple of seconds pass with no further answer.
But we can deal...
Damn it.
But can't we deal with that on Monday? The fallout is hardly settled from the last...
Also, what the fuck? I think that was all fucked up.
I understand. I'll try to talk her down. You know what she's like when she gets locked onto an idea. Yes. Thank you. I'll talk to you later then. Goodbye.
Lily's conversation ends with the snap of her phone closing. She returns to our table but doesn't take her seat. Okay, and here's another detour. Am I the only one who loves, like, flip phones? I know why we don't have them anymore. We have cooler shit. But for whatever reason, I love the concept of a flip phone. I love the feel of it. It's like a little while ago, like an episode a while back, when I was like, I need to have a book, like a physical book. I can't like just like read what the fuck are you trying to say, Shannon? Like an ebook. I can't just like sit and read a book on my phone or something. It's like, because it has a certain level of tactile tangibility that I like, and I don't know if any of those was the right words, but god damn it, that's my feelings on the subject. I'm weird. Like, I'll gladly take one of these phones. These things are fucking nice as shit when they actually work for me. But I like flip phones. Flip phones. What I need like a cool one like this, but has a flip phone, or flippy-do part. Why? No goddamn reason. I just want it, goddamn it. Lily's conversation ends with a snap of her phone close. Nope, we just read this. I could have read it again. I chose not to. Because fuck it, I'm a real one. Need to go?
Unfortunately, class representative work calls again. I forgot half that word. I can come with you.
It's alright, Hanako.
I'll just be going straight to the student council. There's no need to spoil a fine evening on my account. Besides, if you were to accompany me on the way back to school, who would keep our poorest out company?
You're too goddamn nice, Lily. I haven't played as forever. I forgot how much Lily's fucking kick ass. God damn it.
Okay.
Like, Hanako and them are all great too, but Lily's the shit. I really do like all these fucking characters. They're fucking awesome.
I can join you for tea later again tonight if you'd like. I may well need it.
We agree on that plan, and Lily says her farewells to the both of us, taking her cane after Hanako passes it to her. Despite my offer to pay for Lily's share, she insists on giving us her portion of the bill and gives her regards to Yuko as she takes her leave. Well then, we're alone. It may be all well and good to leave Hanako and I alone to have some time together, but it typically means the two of us are sitting near each other in silence for a while. I wonder what it must look like to Hanako. I never thought of myself as a scary person, but to have someone my own age acting this way around me makes me feel intensely self-aware, as if it's my fault that she's so troubled. She might get more used to it if people were to stop being so cloistered in Yamaku, but then again, when even people much older than her react so strongly after a single glance at her face, she may well feel the same way I do now. It's a real catch-22. If she stays in Yamaku, she won't get used to socializing. But if she leaves, any effort she might try would get thrown back at her by the people who can't deal with her scarring. Want to order something else to keep us going? We haven't had much of a dinner after all. Hanako brightens and nods vigorously. Glad I brought up the topic for her. I catch Yuko's gaze and she dutifully comes over to take our orders.
Would you like something else? Some food for your faces?
I'll just have a sandwich special and a hot chocolate. A bit late for a coffee by now. Hanako, it is never too late for a coffee. And I wonder why I'm up at 3 in the fucking morning. God damn it.
I'll have the same.
With a nod and a bow, Yuko turns on the ball of her foot and returns to behind the counter, where she busies herself fishing out bread and condiments and working on the machine to make our drinks. Not a word is said between us until Yuko comes back. She smiles and gives us our food and drinks before moving to a customer who's called for her attention. I give up on the prospect of having much of a conversation with my companion and decide to just enjoy the meal, small as it may be. It tastes nice, as does most of the food here. After having a few mouthfuls, I notice something's missing, namely the sound of Hanako eating. Looking back at her, I see Hanako fidgeting a little behind her untouched sandwich. Not hungry? She shakes her head from side to side. Even as she does, the patch of hair she keeps over the right side of her face still does its job in hiding it almost entirely.
It's not that.
Aw, I was all ready to have your share too.
You look troubled. Is something wrong?
I'm startled by her thinking that I'm the one who looks troubled, but on second thought, she's probably right. My face may have given away my emotions without me noticing, and she's hardly a dim person. Quite the opposite. She is a smarty person. We're friends, right?
Friends.
From the tone of her voice and shrinking posture, it looks almost like I've hit another landmine. It's another reason why interacting with her is so difficult. The self-imposed psychological barrier she puts between herself and others, including me and most likely even Lily. It's a shame that...
I think that we are.
I'm just taken a little off guard by Hanako's straightforward answer. All the more since I was about to give up on getting any reply at all. I see.
Am I wrong? Sorry,
No, it's just... Hearing confirmation of that from you is reassuring. To pick up on what you said earlier, since coming to Yamaku, I've been a bit uneasy about how I should relate to others. I find myself chuckling a little. Haha. But surprising how much relief that was. I can feel my face smiling as I pick up my cup of hot chocolate and bring it to my lips. God, motherfucking shit! God, fuck! It's hot!
That's why I haven't eaten yet. I was waiting for my drink to cool down first. Dumbass.
I guess I'll wait then. The both of us share a little chuckle. The situation isn't really that funny, but for some reason I feels like laughing is the most natural thing to do right now. I guess we're both a bit wound up around each other. I was so busy thinking Hanako was the one with something wrong. It took her to remind me that I was uneasy as well. But being that as it may, it still feels a little nice. A little nice to have someone thinking about me like that, in her own little way. Following a long, quiet trudge up the hill and into the school grounds, the two of us find ourselves between two dormitories. Regular night patrols pass between the male and female dormitory buildings, both for security and to quickly raise the alarm for any medical issues that may arise. The guard currently on duty notices and gives us a quick nod as he continues on his way. Them kids. A loud yawn escapes from Hanako's mouth before she has a chance to cover it. I have little doubt she's fairly tired by now. I'd better be off to my room. Or I'd better be off to my room then. See you tomorrow, Hanako.
Good night.
Aw. We separate and begin to walk our separate ways before I stop and look back. Hanako stands there waving to me as she smiles. I smile and wave back at her. And after a few seconds she turns and walks up the stairs to her dormitory building, disappearing through the door. These little moments we share between us feel like a small treasure. One thing is sure, I want to protect that small, delicate smile she so fleetingly wears around so few people. I wonder about these feelings I have when Hanako's around and when I'm able to do things for her. Whether they may be the seed for something beyond what we share now. That's a weird way to put it, but yeah.
Why would I do this? It is so bad.
Sorry, I thought you'd be used to that by now. Or is the literacy level here so low that nobody ever borrows books?
Huh? No, I think that everyone can read fine, and you should probably not make such dickish jokes. You're bad at comedy. But Shannon is too, so it's okay.